going on, everybody? Hang with Scarcasm, Blue, Chase in the building. We all in the building.
Yep.
Not in the same building, but we're in the building. And we are going to do this video. Me personally, as a intermediate drummer, nowhere near on this level. I love Larnell Lewis. He is a master of his craft. And this video shows you how much of a master he is at his craft. There's a Drumeo video. He listens to a song without a drum track. It says that he hears it once and plays it perfectly, but it's very obvious he listens to it twice. But they just kind of gloss over that because the second part is kind of fast forwarded through. But he listens to the song and he does active listening to try to figure out where he can get in, and he explains his process. That's probably one of the most important things about this video is like someone who's really good at their job. Like for them to have to explain it to whereas like we understand it is amazing to me. So he listens to a song without a drum track at first, and then he takes notes, and then he plays the song. He does one take, and man, listen, I can't even tell you how crazy that is. But yeah, so he explains his process and everything, and I think it's a good time had by all. Mm-hmm. So Chase, give it a roll.
Hey, what's up? I'm Larnell Lewis, and I'm here at Drumeo doing a few things, and one of them is learning a song by ear. Now, I get asked quite often, how is it that I'm able to learn songs really quickly? One example of that is the We Like It Here record from Snarky Puppy. With the exception of 2 songs, I actually learned that album on a 7.5-hour flight on my way to Europe to record those sessions. It was a lot of pressure, but it's a situation I'm familiar with. I didn't make a lot of notes. I was able to connect the music, and of course the players really made me feel comfortable. But in this situation, I'm learning this song for the first time. I'm hearing it for the first time. And I have no clue what I'm about to hear. But what you're gonna see is me working through my process of understanding sections, understanding the form, getting through shots, listening to nuances, and I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to listen, but I'm gonna do my best to grab as many details as possible and hopefully just end up with a complete take. It's called Chick's Pain. I don't know what to take from that title. If you don't like the song or the title, you can blame Dave. I have nothing to do with it. I'm just an innocent bystander. I'm here to share my musical talent, and hopefully there's next to no pain. But if there is, it will all be for your viewing pleasure. Okay? So, kind of nervous, not gonna lie, just a little bit, but that's all right. That means I'm gonna be more focused. So, let's talk more learning. What I like to do is listen to the song. If I'm in a crunch for time, I'll make some notes and I'll just kind of figure out, sections, this and the other. I think I might just do one listen, one pass through, hear what I can hear, not make any notes and see what happens. I'm just curious. Okay. There's a build there. Whoa. I'm gonna have to check that intro again. Okay, hear the comping pattern. But the bass is giving me the steady. I might follow the bass. And we went right into a solo, so I gotta be aware of my activity.
You're on mute though.
Okay.
The hell of a kid. There's a completely different video where he describes that he has a second snare.
Build.
Oh, really?
But it's a snare, but it's tuned like a tom, and it has a different head on it. was
Oh,
like
okay.
it's like an
Okay,
extra
I
tom
think there's a beat drop there
that
at some point.
he got the idea from the other Snarky Puppy.
Was it like
He
a
got
snare with the snares off?
yeah, is with the snares off and with a deeper head.
Oh, okay. Because they'll do that in metal sometimes too. Because have the snares off for like a blast beat, and it's just like, just sounds like a machine gun.
But also, it's the same one, and the head is a little bit looser. He explains it's a completely separate Drumeo video where he explains the purpose of that other one. He got it from Sput, the other drummer, who was the drummer in the the previous Snarky Puppy video, that the one with Layla Hathaway.
Oh, okay. Something.
He got the idea from him, and in the previous Larnell Lewis video that we did, the Zildjian Live, that is the same drum that he is playing, and he puts his elbow on it to bend the note because the head is looser. The head is looser on it on purpose. It's a whole thing, but it's a completely separate video outside of this. Go ahead, do you think, Chase?
Yeah,
Key
just
solo.
a hell of a kid.
Eight.
And bass walking though.
$16 bars, so different vibe here.
He hears this.
Okay.
He heard that.
quote.
It's a Chick Corea.
Build. Right. Bass solo.
And you see him just counting bars.
It's 8
Yep.
bars. Mhm. 16 bars. Vibe change.
Counting it out.
It's kind of like, I mean, this is an exercise for a
7.
musician. I ain't this
Yep,
kind
for
of
all musicians. For all musicians, for real.
Okay. So unison line at the end of the bass solo. Build. Oh.
I love it. They coming in and catching it.
Cool. I think I'm going to have to write this down. If I want to be successful, I think the saying is the shortest pencil is longer than the longest memory. So, yeah, I'm going to write this down.
That's legit.
So when I make my notes,
Pause that. Pause that. That's some wisdom right there.
bars. Like,
Yeah.
shortest pencil is longer than the longest memory. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's bars. Message. Like,
Message.
I don't know if Chase got that reference.
Yeah, that's all good. It's all good.
But yeah, those are bars, bro. Great bars. But like,
Yes.
I mean, Chase, as a musician, and probably the most active musician of the three of us, have you ever done something like this where you heard a track and then you like kind of tried to figure out where you needed to go with this, or has all of the tracks that you've ever done been built off of you?
All the tracks. Well, I've never done covers. So that's the one thing that like makes me not very fun at parties. We're like, oh, play this, play this. Like I'm like, yeah, I don't know any of these songs because I've never learned any other people's songs other than the songs that I learned when I was learning guitar, which is like House of the Rising Sun. You know what I mean? But like,
Yeah.
I mostly like went right into like original music, and how we would record would always be recording the drums first with the guitarist or bassist. Well, actually, but they're not being recorded. and then we go back and record everything else over the drums.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
but I know that people can do to where they would record to a like some sort of click track, and then the drummer can go back over it. You know what I mean? I've never been able to get down to a click track. Like the only thing I can do that's a click track is it has to sound like drums.
Okay.
So, so in my church, we learn new songs every month, at least one new song every month. When we first started singing here, I've been going to this church a little over a year. We did like 2 or 3 new songs a month, sometimes 4 new songs a month, and we did a lot of what he does, basically trying to, because a lot of these hymns I've never heard before, so I have to learn the melody, I have to learn the timing, the rhythm, then I have to learn my part, right? Um, and then I gotta learn the words too, right? So you,
Are these
you
new
you pretty much
hymns?
break it up, but you do the same thing. You have to count. You have to know your measures. You have to know what time it's in, and you have to know when things change, when things turn. Whether it's the bridge, whether it's the fourth or the fifth chorus, or sometimes the last chorus breaks, modulates up, and you go back to unison. So um, there are all of these small little things, but what he did, man, that is universal. But yeah, he picked out some stuff that I definitely that I missed, like when he was coming back on like that downbeat of 4 or whatever, when he was like doing that. I missed that because I didn't hear it, but he clearly heard it twice and caught it both times. So yeah, man, he's skilled, absolutely. But I think it's so funny because a lot of people think that musicians do something like the professional musicians do something that the regular folks don't do every day. I was explaining to my son, look here, man, the same thing you learn that I teach you now is the same thing that all the people you listen to on your phone and on Spotify, they know the same thing. Everybody can sit down and have the same discussion about music theory. Period.
And
Because
it
it's the
doesn't
same. It's the
matter
same
what
everywhere.
equipment you have. A thing
Yep.
we used to say in graphic design was shit in, shit out. So like
Yeah.
if you put shit in that expensive ass printer, it's still gonna come out shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
That's true. That's true. That's 100%. Yeah. But no, he did a great job, man. That's skill set. Now let's see how he put it together, man. I'm interested
Yeah.
to see what
So
he
so
drove.
they're gonna fast forward him. I guess like this, the thing says he hears it once and plays it perfectly, but like
Well, he at the
clearly they're gonna
beginning.
fast forward this. Chase, you can just press play because it's just gonna fast forward.
What I'd like to do
To
is to try my best to scratch out a
but clearly he
ballpark
heard it again.
form. So
Yeah.
I will count the
He'll
amount of
take his
bars
notes.
when things change.
Yeah.
I will kind of end my bars there, write the number of bars that went by, and then write another staff altogether. I might use A, B sections or choruses and verses, but
Yeah.
all right, let's go. Let's see what happens. From the top again. So I got quite a bit of information from that last listen. I'm gonna have to scrub through and get that shot so I know the rhythms. But what I'm seeing here is
Well, what I'm saying is that at the beginning, he did say, "I'm gonna have to hear that intro again." So
Yeah. Yeah. He did say that. He did say that. Yeah.
yeah,
You still
Problem
muted,
is
Scott.
the problem is the title says that he only hears it once, and that's like
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
true. That's a little bit misleading.
Right.
you know,
But he still ain't no matter what, he ain't here. There's no drums on this track. So everything that he does has
It's
to
him.
add to this. And it has to kind of be out of the way enough. So like learning that and like knowing he explains a little bit about that and I'll let him run.
yeah.
But,
there's
Alright,
a keys
let him run it.
intro. I think I'm ready to give it a try. What do you guys think? We could do it? Let's do it.
That kid nasty.
it is the sound.
I'm not picking up that snare a lot. I'll take that back.
He's doing a lot of ghost notes. A lot of ghost notes.
Okay.
Hey, is there any videos of like someone like him, or maybe him playing on a cheap set?
part I don't know. That would be interesting.
That would be.
Yeah.
That
There
would be.
was a there used to be this series of videos of people playing of like famous stars playing on toys.
Oh yeah, like that.
Like
I see. Like the dude with the Hello Kitty one. Is that the one you're talking about?
yes, yeah,
I might want to see that. I want to check that out, man.
and what you call it? The night show, the Jimmy with the Roots.
Yeah,
Fallon.
Fallon.
They do a whole lot of performing with musical artists, and they all have toys with them,
Ah, nice.
and they're all doing singing and stuff like that. Like it's really cool. They do a lot of that with musical artists.
Nice.
They perform one of their songs with just, and they all just have toys.
Nice.
This is funny. I don't know. Jimmy with the Roots. This.
I couldn't think because there's a Jimmy Kimmel and there's another Jimmy
Yeah.
that does late night. So like I get them confused.
Right.
I think of Jimmy from Saturday Night Live. Like you know me, like I think of the dude who kept laughing on all of the important Saturday Night Lives he
yeah.
was on. He kind of kept laughing through the whole thing and almost fucked everything up. Like
Yeah.
you know how much he laughed through the cowbell. Like the cowbell, as funny as it was, like he could not stop laughing through that whole shit. Like that type of thing. That's what I know him from. I know him as the guy who laughs through Saturday Night Live skits.
It's just if they just change their name to Jimmy and the Roots.
Yeah, it's Kimmel and Fallon and like they're both Jimmys. I
Right.
All right, let's go.
Look how this black, like
Yep. Got good form though. We got posture, man. He up there. Every one of those.
notice every time he plays that, every time he comes back around, he plays them differently every single time. It is never the same way. He doesn't play it at all. He doesn't play it the same at all. Every single time it's different.
That's crazy. He hit every one of those.
Caught that.
Killing.
Every time he does it differently.
He's killing. He counted this out earlier. He said it was 16, right?
Now it's time to go to work.
So
That's nasty. That's nasty.
And listen, and like I said, that part he plays it differently every single time. He plays none of them the same. That is a
That's some
person
skill.
who is that is a master of his craft.
Right,
Oh, yeah.
right.
And you see the level of confidence he hit that with too. Like he knew he counted it perfect, and he knew he counted it just right, and he knew in the end, even with some
And
flair.
even that part where he's just going off, like he's
Yeah,
doing it, and you're just like, is he on beat? It's like playing with Snarky Puppy. He probably got them polyrhythms down. He's like,
right,
no, I
right,
can
right.
do this, and I can end up right where I need to be if I count it out this way. So man, listen. I mean, I know he says a little bit after this, but we don't really need to play all of that. But like my man, like that's that man is a master of his craft.
Yeah, that dude's
Absolutely.
nasty,
He is a master
nasty.
of his craft, and he is probably one of my favorite drummers out right now because he's just and he's Canadian at that, like brother Canadian, and he still got that smoke for. And if y'all want it on these drums, like
He
to your
gonna bring
boy.
it. Yeah, he gonna bring it, man. Like I love his flair. I love his style. But I mean, look, man, music is music, and um, the fundamentals. I mean, he has those just down pat, man. But he has ability. He has a skill set, to take those fundamentals and just build on them, and just build on them in a way, man, that just makes him, stand out amongst his peers. The dude is ridiculous. Like
Man started,
but he's humble about it, and I like that.
man started playing drums at 2 church, and it
That's
showed.
crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Absolutely. Man, that
Yeah,
dude's nice,
yeah, I
man.
know that he did like the Enter Sandman and stuff, but I mean, I would like to see how he would do on like something like more technical. Excuse me, a more technical metal song. Cause like Enter Sandman is not the most technical song in the world. You know what I mean?
I mean, come on, Lars. But I mean, let's be honest, and I'm gonna be honest with you. If like he hit some of the things that he missed on Inner Sandman, if he would have hit those, his drum track would have been better than Lars, 100%. Just like nope. I think he would. I mean, of course, he's a much better drummer than Lars. I mean, come on, Lars. But yeah,
Bogus, man.
I mean, come on, no. If you love Lars as a drummer, you know absolutely nothing about drumming.
I admit I know nothing about drumming.
I mean, if you love Lars, like you might like Lars, and you be like,
I,
hey,
I
he
don't
cool, he cool for what they do, cool for what they do.
do
But
what they
like,
do.
but if you get like, you'll never see him like a Dave Grohl, like to be in like a bunch of different bands. Like he does the Foo Fighters stuff. He did the Nirvana stuff. He did Queens of the Stone Age. Like he did the background music for the Tenacious D stuff. Like you know what I mean? Like
Okay.
you can't put Lars in those different places, and he won't thrive in those different places. He's only successful with those dudes.
Okay. I'm not a
In,
drummer.
in,
I take your
in
word for
my
it. I take your word for it.
in my opinion, and as someone who probably still can't do what Lars does. But as I understand, he records his stuff in pieces. So he record the bass of it, and he records his fills later. But I still can't do what Lars does. But like as a drummer, nah, dog, he ain't this.
Yeah, that's too cold, man. That's
Right,
too
right.
cold for sure. I
Absolutely.
appreciated that, man. Appreciated
Yeah.
that.
So man, what do y'all think? Hit us up in the comments, like, share, subscribe, do the things, and we'll be back with more hanging with Scarcasm. And I think that's it. We got it. Those are the Warriors, yo.
For sure. Peace out to the world.
Gang, gang.